Okay, guys. If you watch some survival television shows, um, sometimes they'll set up this scenario where they've only got one matchbook match. This is for all you smokers out there, you'll know what this is. This is a matchbook. It contains a book of matches. And what they'll do is they'll set up a scenario where they've only got one matchbook. As you can see, I've got a bunch here. But if you only had one match of this type, sometimes what they do is they split it down the middle to make two matches. And I was a little skeptical about this at first until I tried it for myself, but it actually does work. So I've removed one match here, as you can see, and I'm going to attempt to split this one. Now the key to this is to split it in the right direction. When I first tried this, I tried to split it. This is a little difficult to see. I basically tried to split it up and down like this. That doesn't work. What you do, you turn it on the match on its side. As you can see, it's a rectangle. There's a skinny side to it. All right. What you do is you split it down the middle this way. As you can see, you got a lot less material to work with. And you want to try to split it as evenly as possible so you get a nice phosphorus head on both matches once you split this one match into two. So what I found is, I'm not going to use a knife or anything. I'm just going to, this is cardboard right here. The stem of a matchbook match, they call it a paper match for a reason. It's because the stem is made out of cardboard. There's simply a phosphorus head on the end. So let's attempt. This might take me a couple tries. I've only practiced a few times, but I got plenty of matches here so I can practice. But you're just going to tease apart the cardboard. As you can see, it comes up out in layers here. So here's one layer, right? Here's another. And try to make an even split. Just sort of pick at it with your fingernail. Wait for it to focus. It's a bit messy at first. We're gonna tease apart these layers here. Okay, so I got somewhat of a good split here. So you're just gonna carefully keep splitting. And at the end here, you're just gonna apply as little tension as possible to tease this thing apart. There we go. All right. So in theory, straighten that out. In theory, we have two matches now from one. Now, when it comes to striking, this is sort of the deal breaker or deal maker. So I'm going to try to strike this head. As you can see, there's less phosphorus on this one first. And we'll see if it works or not. Ah, shit. All right, I got it. So there's one match. And there's the second. So you can get two matches out of one book match. Remember, it has to be a book match. It's really hard with a wooden match. It might be possible to make two matches out of one match, even if it's a wooden match. I haven't tried that yet, but with paper matches, you can simply, we'll go through it again. We'll see if I can get it again. The cardboard stem here, right? you tore off the paper match. You can see this little fuzzy end here. I'm going to split it down the middle. Just going to tease apart the cardboard fibers with your fingernails. As you can see, I have some fingernails to do this with. And the camera's not focusing very well. It's pretty difficult to see, but if you get the concept, you can just practice on your own and it's not a big deal. So right now, let's look at that split. It's not exactly even, so as you can see, if I move one layer over, I get a more even split there. And that's what you want. So now I'm going right down the middle. Boom. Now I have my two matches from one. Alright, there they are. See, there's the split side. The reason I was skeptical about seeing this in survival shows is they don't really show you the whole process of them doing it. They just sort of like all of a sudden, they're like, we're going to split the match. And then they've got two matches, right? And it's like, well, you know, maybe they just kept another book of matches somewhere off camera and then they grabbed two out of there. But anyways, so as you can see, here's where the split occurred. You've got two phosphorus heads and two cardboard stems. So let's try to light these. There's one. There's two. All right. So I thought I'd do a little bit of my own myth busting. This myth is confirmed. You can split a paper match.